Right, guys, welcome back to the Gully Cricket Showdown. The Indian T20 League has been kicking for a while now. We are almost at the midway section, uh, and we are here to talk about what has been happening so far in the league as well. Of course, with me, as always, today joining Mukul is here. And if you have been following, we are putting out a lot of reels as well between the matches. So there has been some great advice. I really hope that you guys have been following that so far. But Mukul, what have you made of the Indian T20 League so far? And it has been very unpredictable as it always is. Just visiting our top four predictions for the season that we made in the last video. Well, that has not turned out pretty so far. So, what have you made of the league so far?
Well, I selected four teams, obviously, out of which two are there. Delhi and Punjab is there. MI is been recently back in form, so who knows? They might as well just push through the last four. Bangalore and Gujarat has been a surprise. To be honest, I think Gujarat has been the most surprising for me. That will be the surprising team. I think for everybody, not just me, because everybody thought they have a middle order problem. I thought the same, but they are not giving enough chances to their middle order, which is a problem. Yeah, who knows, on an important day like a final or eliminator or qualifier, whatever, on that day their top order might not perform, and then the middle order might come into the play. So it depends, but yeah, it's been like the surprise has been Gujarat and Hyderabad. Hyderabad has been massively performing. I don't know why. What is wrong? Their whole batting order is underperforming at the same time. And Gujarat their top order has been performing really good at the same time.
Those top three players, I think Sai Sudarshan has the most runs in the tournament so far. Gill has been performing really well. It was yesterday where he could have scored 100, but of course got out at 90. So he's been good. Butler has been so good as well, especially as a Rajasthan fan. It hurts to see him play there while our team does not do as well. Let's speak about the underperformers, though. As you said, MI is kicking back in form, but what has happened to Chennai? I mean, they won their first game against the Mumbai Indians, and after that, it has just not been a great season for them. Of course, the captain gets injured as well, so Dhoni has to come back and lead the side, but it's not looking rosy at all for Chennai and IPL 2025 so far.
They had the same issue. Like I said that Chennai might be like fifth or sixth, a close fifth or sixth. But they might end up worse than that. But it really doesn't matter if you are fifth or you are 10th. It hardly matters. You don't qualify. But I think they had the same issue of not having good batsmen. They did not pick any batsmen at all. Like if you look at the teams, the Sachin Ravindra is not performing, and then they don't have anybody. So they are getting some new under 19 players, which is good overall for those players and for Chennai team also. To be honest with you, their bowlers are actually better performing than expected, to be honest with you. Like nobody expected Khalil Ahmed to bowl so well. I didn't. So the bowling is doing really, really well, but the batting there's no batting in Chennai, to be honest. If Sachin Ravindra was the sole batsman, but he's also not performing. So I don't know. Obviously they are where they are because of we are auction picks, to be honest. And people are criticizing the auction picks now. The cards are unfolding. So who knows? Even though there is a lot of controversy surrounding Gaikwad's fracture and then Dhoni suddenly coming the captain. And then I think the problem, which was like a funny problem a few years ago for Chennai, where when Jadeja, I remember in an interview when he said that people were actually cheering me getting out so that Dhoni can come into play even when we are losing the match. And I think it's sort of becoming a problem now for them. So and it will be difficult for them to come out of that loop in the years to come. But I think they have built that fortress, so yeah, they have to handle it.
I mean, 100%. And speaking of underperformance again, as you mentioned, Hyderabad expected to be the first team to score 300 runs. Almost got there in the first match against Rajasthan, but after that again, not been at their best. A few odd displays of what they can do by Abhishek Sharma as well, scoring 140 plus runs. So that was a great innings to watch. Except for the flashes of brilliance, I don't think there has been much to that side as well, while the expectations were sky high at the start of the season.
Yes, there's a very odd case of whole batting order not performing at the same time. Like Hyderabad batting order is explosive. They have had Abhishek Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Nitish Reddy, Aniket Verma, Henrik Lassen. Abhinav Manohar was in, who was given good flashes in GT last year. So Harshal Patel can bat, Cummins can bat. So it's like a amazing batting lineup, but I don't know what's happening. They are all are underperforming at the same time. Ishan Kishan, I remember I said like it will be very important tournament for him, and it was. He scored 100 in the first match, and then I don't know what happened to him after that. So, and recently BCCI contracts were announced, and he was a part of the contracts. Maybe it will improve now. I have no idea. Like so, even Head is playing it okay game. Abhishek Sharma just performed in one match. He has been unlucky a few times like got a run out and stuff like that. And then Shan Kishan, I don't know what he's doing. Even Nitish Reddy and Klassen are not able to score like, 80, 90 or 100 kind of runs. The best performance after Hyde, I think, was Aniket Verma, who was a surprise, like, he started scoring runs. So, yeah, I mean, their batting order definitely has the potential. They are getting the pitch also. It's not like they are, I think the problem is they are thinking to score 250 plus in every match,
Yeah.
and because of that, they are not even scoring 150 at times.
Yeah,
That is the problem. They are being super aggressive every ball, and that is causing them to get out.
just
So
putting a lot
I
of
think they need to be
pressure
just
on themselves as well. Yeah.
themselves. Yeah, they need to be a little bit calculative, and I think take it from there.
Yeah, and I mean, lastly, let's talk about our favorite team, Rajasthan. Again, not performing so well, but there have been some sparks, right? Especially in the last match, Vaibhav Suryavanshi comes in, first ball hits a six. So I think there are flashes of what's to come, but as it stands right now, I am not sure where the team is heading. It's definitely not in the top four. The bowling, Jofra Archer has been decent so far, but except for him, I fail to see a shining light in what has been a terrible season so far.
Well, I thought I said Rajasthan, and I remember I said Rajasthan and RCB would be like getting the wooden
Yeah.
spoon or something like that. I think Rajasthan is fairly gonna be there. I think in the last one or two spots, the way they have choked a few matches, it's just ridiculous. The super over match and then the last match also where they needed like I think 29 runs in 21 balls and two
Yeah.
wickets were down and they lost the match from there. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. They should have easily won that one. Jaiswal and Parag are playing and you lose that match from there. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. They have Hatmair coming, Jurel coming, and then just like, I don't know what happened in that match. There was this absolutely crazy, to be honest with you. It's like they don't deserve to be anywhere in the top four,
Yeah.
really.
And especially when you see Butler performing so well for the team that
Yeah,
is
you
sitting
when
on
you
the
when
summit.
you leave someone like Butler for Hedmer or for Dhruv Jurel, I mean
Yeah.
Dhruv Jurel is a good player. I'm not saying, but I mean you don't give up Butler for anybody. To be honest with you,
Yeah, it
so
doesn't
yeah,
make sense.
they deserve to be there where they are.
Well, speaking of overperformers or teams that have peaked so far, I do want to touch on PBKS. I mean, you did say at the start of the season, Shreyas Iyer could be the defining factor, and it has turned out to be like he has been pretty good against KKR. Of course, they did not make the most runs, but somehow they end up winning the game as well. And he has been very consistent, scoring 50s and 80s for fun. So, what have you made of their season so far? I think as a collective, they are a really good team. While the individuals might not be as good as the other teams, but as a team, I think they're phenomenal so far.
Yes, exactly. If you see the individual players like Shreyas Iyer has scored some good runs, but in many matches he has gone out cheaply also. Last few matches, Maxwell is not performing, Stoinis is not performing, but they have still defended the lowest total defended so far in IPL, just 111, something like that. Absolutely crazy. And then the bowling side is really good. Chahal and Marco Jansen and Arshdeep together. They even have Preet Brar in the last couple of matches. So yeah, overall, Punjab looked like a proper team with a decent leader and an excellent coach. That's why I said that they will be, because even if you ask me, Maxwell and Stoinis, the match against I think Hyderabad only, where Shami bowled and second most expensive over by an Indian.
Yeah.
In just one match, he scored like 34 runs where he got enough chances, 33, 34, and I think scored 30 runs in the final over. That gave them enough leverage to score a decent total. So stuff like that, individual performance like that when it's needed. Even Maxwell, I think, by his fielding or taking 1 or 2 wickets here and there, even if not by batting, he is contributing. So that's what matters. The team is winning, even if you don't see a significant individual performance anywhere, and that's the key part. Even
Yeah.
Prafimran and Priyansh Charya, they are batting decently. They are batting really, really good. So that matters.
Yeah, and the other teams that round out the top four are, well, of course, Bangalore, that we didn't expect they would be, so far up. Again, I think same can be said for Gujarat as well. Again, as you said, top three really good. Bowling has been really good as well. Siraj has been performing really well so far in the season. And then Delhi Capitals, I think we both expected after their bowling lineup and the players that they got as well, KL Rahul and Akshar Patel, that they would be doing pretty well as well. A word on each of these teams, and especially Bangalore. Like, I don't think anyone expected them to perform so well.
Well, Bangalore is not winning in their home ground, which I keep saying it's
Yeah.
very difficult to win in Chinnaswamy,
Yeah.
but they are winning everywhere else. So I
Yeah.
think it will be a very unique case where team is not winning any contest or barely 1 or 2 matches in their home ground, but they're winning everywhere else. So yeah, it's great. I mean, they have definitely a surprise to me, to be asked, but I think that's also shows how much a leadership change can reflect on the team, because they had a new coach, Andy Flower. Everybody thought they botched the auction. They did not go with Shreyas Iyer, did not go with Rishabh Pant, did not go with KL Rahul, Venkatesh Iyer, so many players. Instead, they bought like Jitesh Sharma, Livingston,
Yeah.
Phil Salt, So, but Dinesh Karthik was been a part of RCB for quite some time. Andy Flower was an excellent coach, and Virat Kohli, obviously, and Rajat Patidar has been really good in the domestic circuit. So, combining those powers, I think they have been really, really good. The bowling of Hazelwood and Bhuvneshwar Kumar, excellent death bowling in the last match, where in 4 overs they barely gave any runs, like just phenomenal. So, and somebody like Tim David, who has been in a couple of matches, like again, RCB has been a proper PPKS kind of reflection, where they overall as a team, they
Yeah.
are very clear in their plans and they are performing like that. So I think 1 or 2 wins. If they win the toss in Chinnaswamy, I think they will win the match. It's very crucial to win the toss in Chinnaswamy. So they'll win there also. And I think everywhere else they will definitely win. So it looks like RCB has a very, very good chance to qualify now. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think and Delhi is like, it was always clear Delhi will qualify. Definitely. 100%. They are an excellent squad with a phenomenal leader and the coaching side. So yeah, Delhi looks very solid. So they probably most likely will be in top two.
Yeah. I mean, as it stands, they are, and if they win today's match, that is going to be in like 1.5 hours. They will probably be first or second, as you said. We already spoke about Gujarat, how well they have been performing. Let's touch on Mumbai as well. Of course, very slow start, losing their first 3-4 matches, and then now they have won 3 matches in a row. Could be 4 pretty soon as well. So they are sort of coming back into life. Bumrah, of course, is back as well after his injury, and they seem to have found a formula that works for them. And again, it's a star-studded squad, so I don't think it should be a surprise to anyone that they are winning matches. But just how they started was pretty flaky for their squad strength, I guess.
Yeah, I think it seemed like the last year issues were still unresolved. It looked in some matches where Tilak Verma got retired and all sort of
Yeah.
news started coming up. So it still seemed like the issues, because I don't think Mumbai has any other issues other than, I think, their own internal fights. Last year was the same thing, and this year even more. The squad is even better. So I think the only issue they have with them is their internal infighting, because they are like 3-4 captains in their team. And but otherwise, the squad is definitely, that's why I bagged them to even go all the way, because that's excellent squad. So it's not a surprise, like you said, that they are firing. And if they fire at the right time, which they are right now, so who knows, they can qualify. Still looks pretty far, because the other teams are competing really good. Even Lucknow is competing really good. So
Yeah.
it might come down to net run rate, but it's still too soon. But it looks like they will at least give tough competition to other teams if they will not qualify. It will be a close fight, I think.
Yeah.
If this form continues.
Yeah, 100%. I think the middle of the table is pretty packed as well. We have the previous year's champion KKR not performing as well. I think that was expected as well after Shreyas Iyer left. And as you touched on Lucknow as well, Rishabh Pant and his team has been doing really well. Especially Digvesh has been brilliant to watch as a bowler. Of course, getting his inspiration from Sunil Narayan. So a word on them as well, and how you think they can, maybe they can surprise and qualify for top four. Who knows? I think it's pretty close.
Lucknow is like it's a heavily dependent on Puran and Marsh and Markram top three because their batting is not again the same thing as Gujarat. I think the top three don't perform, then lower down the order they don't have. Uh, Ayush Vadoni is okay and Rishabh Pant is also okay, but they
Yeah.
are not performing or not getting enough chances. So this the same thing goes for them also. That on a big day, if they do not perform, then it's a huge problem. Their bowling has been really good though. Even though Lucknow, everybody thought Lucknow's bowling was a non-existential when they did the option. But I think they have really good bowlers in Bishnoi and Avesh Khan and Akashdeep and Thakur. Thakur was a really good buy, which they did. A good replacement. And then Digvish Roti. So yeah, underperformance, underachievers, nobody's taking them seriously, but they're quietly humbling other teams.
Dark
Like,
horse, we could say for
it's
sure. Like,
dark horse.
mm,
Definitely dark horse, yes.
yeah.
So they can surprise, yes. They can sneak into the last four just on a third or fourth position, just like that. Maybe. KKR is looks difficult for them. KKR would be somebody like 6, 7 spot because they're not firing enough. So Rinku Singh is not performing, Ramandeep is not performing, Russell is not performing, Venkatesh Iyer has performed in like maybe one match. So, it looks difficult for them. Just that Rahane and Raghuvanshi and Narayan in one match and Deacog in one match has
Yeah.
performed. And bowling has been good. Varun Chakravarti is okay, Arshit Rana. Bowling is fine. But like I said, IPL is such a tough tournament that all the departments have to perform simultaneously for you to win the match. Otherwise, you can lose matches like how Rajasthan lost like 2 matches.
Yeah.
So it's very tough.
Yeah.
So you have to be in the game for all 40 overs, and all your departments have to be fire on all full strength. Then you can win a match.
Yeah.
So that's where you it's a close calls, but yeah, you will lose those matches and then you won't qualify.
And let's speak about the players for a bit then. Who has been your standout performer so far in this season's IPL? And I think it has been a very. There are a lot of performers, right? Shreyas Iyer, as you said, like some matches he's not performing, but his leadership and when it matters, he's showing up. I think KL Rahul is a player rejuvenated after uh, the Champions Trophy. He has looked so good for Delhi Capital, especially after how he performed uh, in Chennaswamy as well. I think that was pretty good to watch. So, who has been your standout performer? I mean, you can take a couple of names. Honestly, I don't think there can only be
For
just
me,
one.
it will be, I think, the standout would be definitely Sai Sudarshan.
Ah,
He
yeah,
has been phenomenal, like out of the box. It's like he has, I think, one failure only, which I think he got out. Otherwise, he is scoring runs after runs after runs. And he's an okay player. Right? He has scored runs previous seasons also, but not like this.
yeah,
So, like, even if Shubman Gill goes out, he scores a partnership with Butler. If Butler also goes out, then he scores a partnership with, Shah Rukh Khan, Rutherford, but he's always there mostly. Sai Sudarshan has been absolutely, absolutely mental. And I mean, who we did not expect to perform this good. I
yeah,
expected him to score some okay runs, but not like orange cap type of runs, which
yeah,
he's scoring right now. And like Nicholas Puran, we know he's a very fantastic player. He can definitely take the opposition out of the game in one inning, and which he has been doing that. So that's okay. It's not like Puran is not doing something totally unexpected, but I think for me, it's definitely just Sai Sudarshan. He has been really, really, really good.
yeah.
So I
And
would
he's
just take
been
his name to be honest with you.
very,
Yeah.
very consistent as well. I think
Yeah,
performing
that's
in
what
every match,
matters.
as you
Yes,
said.
in a
Yeah,
T20 game, he's performing every game. So if he that's why Gujarat is where they are because he has been scoring runs 100% every match.
yeah. And to revisit the qualifiers, the top four, any changes that you want to make after seeing so
Well,
much action, right?
I think MI will sneak in. I
Yeah,
think Delhi Punjab I think will be there, and MI might sneak in. But I think instead of SRH, it might be RCB then instead of
Gujarat.
SRH. I think RCB and Gujarat. Yeah, Gujarat is
Yeah,
obviously there. Yeah, so it will be a tough fight between Gujarat, MI, and RCB. Yeah,
yeah.
out of those three,
I
GT looks
think so
like
as
they
well.
will go in. Yeah, so I think the GT Delhi will go in, and then Punjab will probably also go in, and then I think MI RCB might fight for the fourth spot.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think it would be a great season for Punjab if they just make top four. I think has been a great season after so many changes. So I don't think they would be too disappointed with that. Gujarat as well, surprising everyone with
Yes.
their performances. So I don't think they'll be happy with the top four though. I think they'll look to get into the finals and hopefully win it
Yes.
after how they have performed so far.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, as of now, Lucknow, Punjab, and Bangalore are tied up.
yeah,
With Bangalore is having the most run rate, so I think it will be a tough fight between them. And MI is just one spot behind, so I think
exactly.
MI Punjab and Bangalore might fight for the last two spots, and Lucknow also. Who knows? So these four teams might fight for the last two.
Yeah,
So it
and
will be
and
interesting.
these
Let's see.
head-to-heads will be interesting as well because they will be facing each other as well for quite a bit. And that middle
Yes,
order is
yes,
just so packed: 5-3, 5-3, 4-4 for MI.
yes, yes,
It's a
yes,
very close
yes.
season so far, as it always is. I
Yeah.
think. I mean, that's it from us, guys. I think it has been incredible to talk about the Indian T20 League season so far. We will be back for the qualifiers, and hopefully, let's see if there are any changes in the top four. Uh, Certainly not, what we expected, but it has been a pretty great watch. Anyway, I think that's just how it goes. Do like and subscribe if you like the video. The leagues are running every day where you can stand up to making $5,000 in each match. So do participate and do join the Discord community as well. There are a lot of people that talk about the match, pre-match, and post. So I think that will be a lot of fun for you if you decide to do so. The link will be in the description, and this is going to be a bye from us, and we will see you in the qualifiers.